Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. Let's get into breaking down this fight coming up. UFC 304 in Manchester, England. Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. The second fight, right? The first fight. Do you remember that first fight?
I do.
And what do you think? What did you think of that one?
I think it was more competitive than what people give. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I think Belal Muhammad has the worst foot in mouth disease I've ever seen. But this, I don't personally pay attention to what people are yipping.
Mm-hmm.
I pay attention to their actions and what they do. And Belal Muhammad is a dangerous dude, man. I don't care what anybody says. He's a foot and mouth disease, but he's a dangerous dude. So, and if you noticed, he made like Leon, who's an unbelievable striker and really good at setting traps with his footwork. He rocked Belal Muhammad. Anyways, he got Belal Muhammad pretty good in the first round, but Belal Muhammad, if he didn't, I know it didn't last long, but you could tell that he was gonna make those adjustments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was an evil eye poke too.
Yeah, that fight was in 2021, man, March.
Yeah.
And it only lasted into like 18 seconds into the second round. Yeah, that eye poke was nasty. I don't really remember too much about that first fight, except for Leon was winning the fight because he was controlling like he always does, right?
Yeah.
Even though you think like he's backing up, he's not. That's his game, right? And he played it really well in the first fight. And man, I'm looking forward to this fight because it's funny that Leon is, he kind of like brushes off Belal Muhammad a little bit, but Leon was in the same situation, fighting, winning, and not getting a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
And he finally got one and won it. Bilal's in the same situation, so you think he'd be sympathetic to it, right? But it doesn't seem like they are.
Yeah, I don't like I said, man. Like you could go online, you could verify everything I'm saying. That Belal Muhammad guy does not have a lot of love, but he's got. Should I pull that closer?
No, that's all right.
Oh, okay. Anyways, he's got tremendous skills.
Mm.
Like, I got to give him that, man. The guy finished Sean Brady, an undefeated absolute killer. You know what I mean? Guy twisted up my boy Kelvin Gastelum too. You know what I mean? It's just like this guy's a destroyer, right? And freaking Belal Muhammad like torched him, right? So yeah, I would say Belal Muhammad's definitely underrated skill wise, but so anyways, the first fight, actually, if you watch Leon Edwards, he's like really slick with his footwork, and he set Belal Muhammad up with like a nasty head kick trap with his footwork. Like, so anyways, but yeah. So if I was Belal Muhammad, I would personally, I would just wrap Leon up, man, wrestle his ass. Because he's too slick with those traps, man.
Yeah, Belal Muhammad definitely, there's some things that, let's look at the numbers, right?
Yeah.
If we stack them, next to each other, Leon has a 22-3 record, Belal 23-3 record, very close record.
They're almost identical,
almost
actually.
identical, right? And, Leon's on a 12-fight winning streak.
Which is
insane for that any division
in
the UFC. But Bilal's on a 9-fight winning streak, which is that's even insane, right?
It is. You know what we should actually make clear to the entire world is that even winning a single fight in the UFC is mind-blowingly insane. Like, if you can even win one fight, like, you and me know, we've been training around these guys at Bangtao Muay Thai, represent.
Sure.
Like, we've been around these guys, we know, like, dude, like, I work out in the morning and I'm like dead, man. Like, you know what I mean? These guys are doing 3 a days. Like, these guys are, So it's spectacular what Leon Edwards and freaking Belal Muhammad has done, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, being around fighters and seeing like what they go through and going through some of the training that they might be doing, it gives you a unique perspective on fighting. And like you said, winning one fight in the UFC is a huge
unbelievable, man. Yeah. It is like, because like when you go through the circuit, right? You got to remember, now you're in the UFC, right? the UFC, that's the cream of the crop
Yeah.
of all the best fighters in the entire world. You know what I mean? So like, if you can even getting in the UFC, of course, beautiful, amazing accomplishment. You did it. Winning a fucking fight in the excuse me,
Oh, you
sorry,
could cuss, yeah.
yeah, winning a fight in the UFC, bang, man, like that's a serious accomplishment. And then obviously winning a championship,
Yeah.
you're like now you're in like fractions of a percent of humans.
Oh, for sure. It's just it's incredible that that these people put themselves through such torture to get the glory, right? And then, money's involved, but the glory is, at the end of the day, most important for a lot of these guys. Going back to the numbers,
Sorry, yep.
Edwards, he's only 32, so he's at the prime peak of his career. Belal's 36. That's concerning to me. Age is concerning to me, especially with the type of style that Belal has, which takes a lot of energy and endurance. But maybe he's in incredible shape. I know as a dietitian.
Look who he trains with, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Habib and all them. Yes, of course.
Those guys eat, pray, sleep, fight. Eat, pray, sleep, fight. Like that's all these guys do.
Yeah,
right.
True.
I wouldn't want to get into a ring with any one of those dudes, man.
But maybe like also in that type of like environment, it's like they're old school, and sometimes old school doesn't work. Because you're redlining. You know what I mean? We don't know exactly the type of training, but I'm pretty sure he's redlining. You know what I mean? And some other camps are a little bit smarter with it. They're more advanced with it, right? No, I'm not saying one is better than the other, because it's all depends on that night, who steps in, and and the circumstances.
Who's at their very best. I think like honestly, like I personally haven't seen. Like look when Leon set that trap for Usman and knocked that dude, I was like literally thinking to myself, I was like, damn, if only I picked a freaking knockout in the 5th round, I'd have like 100x my cash. But anyways, like that was nuts, right? And like Leon was getting, Usman was giving him a pretty filthy beating, right? And Leon set like he's so good with setting traps. I did 2 parlays the last time Leon fought, and my Shavkat parlay won, and then the last one I just did the same parlay, and then I added Leon Edwards to knock Colby out. I thought Leon Edwards was for sure gonna knock Colby out, and he just wasn't. Colby's a little bit. He's actually a really smart fighter too.
Oh yeah.
He's always just like, you know what I mean. Like Colby wasn't falling for any of Leon Edwards like head kick traps. You know what I mean? But
I think with Colby, like we're not talking about him, but I think just the side note on Colby is like he's a guy that he's the one who determines like if he loses or wins. Like it seems like to me like he's his own worst enemy sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened. Even though Leon is a great fighter, and I think he's probably gonna end up becoming maybe just you could put him next to GSP eventually. You know what I mean? Like if he keeps winning, like imagine he's like on a 15 fight win streak. Yeah, it is a very tall order, but you know what I mean? Like, and then you got Usman as well. But he beat Usman twice.
Remember when we met GSP? That was electric.
Right.
That was electric, homie.
Right.
That was electric, bro. Like
GSP's like.
You remember those days? Like that's the thing. Like these guys, like when we're a fan, right? And you're watching the fighters. This is what. Remember we were just talking about like these fighters, like they put themselves through so much torture and so much this and but if you think about this, the amount of goosebumps you get just watching your favorite fighter walking to the cage, just how good it makes you feel. Could you imagine the electricity running through the veins of that fighter? Dude. Holy shit. That's some super science shit,
and you're expected to fucking go in there and
put
a battle in front of everybody. Right?
Yeah, man.
Like
it's incredible. Like I hate when like I shit talk a lot of people online, like the people that
trolls
like
and shit.
Yeah, man. It's just like, dude, you wouldn't last a second in these people's shoes, man. Like just stop running your mouth, man.
What do you think has been the most impressive like performance, do you think? So far right now for Leon, like he's on a 12-fight winning streak. So
yo, man, honestly, the second fight against Usman, because like that fight was really close, but if you notice, like, there was times where like it was obvious that like you know what I mean? Like Leon just fought like probably I think like the most. I think a lot of people might think that fight was boring, but for me that was like a tactician fight, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because like, dude, man, Usman can knock you out with a jab, bro. Like Usman's like got insane power. Like
He's really gifted. Yeah.
yeah, dude. Like that dude could just like literally like maybe graze you and knock you out.
Yeah,
So,
the Masvidal knockout.
dude.
And Masvidal never gets knocked out.
Dude, yeah, man. Like, dude, like I'm saying, like, look how look what he did to Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
Usman literally dropped him with a quick jab, bro. Like, and that was like what got him on top and finished the fight. Like,
Definitely.
dude, that's power, man. And Leon was able to
Take the shots.
yeah, exactly. And not only that, but like just go 25 full minutes without getting knocked out. Like that's crazy. And just piecing up Usman, you know? That body shot he hit Usman with, that like Usman didn't like fall over, but it made him drop to one knee and then get back up, right? That was masterclass.
I think I put him next to like watching Leon continually fight against the best dudes, right? The dudes that everybody think, oh, he's gonna lose to him, and he just keeps winning. And then, like you say, as a tactician, you could kind of compare him to like Volkanovski in many ways, of like their fight IQ is just so high level. It would just have to take a massive shot to take these dudes out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you know, Volk, it happened to Volk, right? And it just crushed everybody, but still.
I actually bet on that one. I bet on Volk to get knocked out. Well, dude, like, I just never seen that. Like, yeah, I know we're not talking about Topuria, but I personally never seen power in a little guy like that.
Yeah.
Like literally one shot, knockout, walk off power. Like holy crap.
Yeah, he was doing it at lightweight too, which is crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
He's
dangerous.
Next level talent, bro.
What about Belal? Like
I'm excited about Belal. Be honest with, like I said, bro, I don't pay attention to all the insanely dumb shit he says. I watch Belal's actions, and his actions, that's what dictates my liking for him, right? And he is extremely talented. I think, to be honest, I think he's a bad matchup for Leon, man, just because Belal, like, look what he did to Wonder Boy, right? Kept Wonder Boy down the whole time, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's going to be able to do that to Leon, mind you. But I think he's a bad matchup, right? Because you got to remember, these judges are nasty, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if Leon's not able to, like, if Belal's not allowing Leon to like piece him up on the feet, and he's gonna be able to take him down, like, fuck, man.
Yeah, it's a possibility that Belal goes in there, and you know he stands and trades with them, but keeps it safe.
Yeah.
So he's not getting pieced up, and then take him down, like
switches levels.
Like halfway through the round, take him down and just grind him through, and then the judges, all they remember now is the grinding and just fucking him on top and like, you know, little fucking hammer fists and shit. Like, you gotta win. That's number one. There's no style points, right? This is the world title. This is like lots of money on the line.
Yeah.
Belal needs to go in there and do that.
And a belt, and he's also representing his, Palestine. He's representing his country.
Huge.
He's you know what I mean? That I'm sure Belal's gonna go in there and try not to make.
He's carrying a lot into this fight.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because it's his last chance too. Yeah. Like it's his first chance, but his last chance. He's 36 years old.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you know, it's not gonna really. They're not gonna.
In Leon's defense, Belal is going up against probably the most intelligent striker the UFC's literally ever seen. Yeah. Like Leon's literally that. Like he's literally playing chess with you from the moment the bell rings, and he's like articulating, knocking you the F out. Yeah. It's awesome. Like, and Leon's incredible.
His mind is. That's another thing. Is his mind is like, because you know he went through that 5 rounds, 4.5 rounds of just getting fucking beat the shit out of. Like, I think he won one of the rounds, maybe early.
He won
on.
The first round.
Yeah, like he took him down.
He actually, he actually took Usman down.
The trip, crazy. Right? Yeah. And but yeah, after that it was just like he was demoralized. You could see it in the corner, and then. You know, like,
dude, that's just some like movie shit.
Dude, yeah,
Rocky, do it.
His name is Rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky.
Yeah. I like his coach, man. His coach is he's just a beautiful human being, man. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up without no father either, and it's just like, you know, that would have been an amazing. Like, that guy's just amazing. That's all I gotta say. That guy's a beautiful man.
Yeah, we're pumping up Leon, but Belal, he's fully capable. I just mentioned like the strategy that could possibly play out.
Yeah.
What's your prediction on this? Like, what do you think's gonna happen?
So I'm personally not gonna bet on that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I love betting on the UFC. I'm over the last 10 years. I'm like easy six figures over. You know what I mean? I'm very good at risking small amounts of money and then making lots. I will be honest. I have been trying to bite off a little bit more than I can chew lately, and I've been getting squashed by like one freaking error, man. And my last win was actually Shavkat. I think I made like $8,000 last time he fought. But what's it called? I'm not gonna bet on that fight. I honestly, I cannot tell you who's gonna win that fight. I think skill wise, I think obviously Leon's a way more skilled striker. But Belal's just has like he's also a smart fighter, man. This guy's not an idiot. You know what I mean? Like he knows how to trap you too, right? With his wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, he's not like an extremely good wrestler, but he's a very good grappler.
Yeah, like he knows how to take motherfuckers down.
Yeah, for sure.
I think. Yeah, I would say I'm just gonna say it's a coin toss, bro. For me, it's 100% coin toss.
If I had to make a pick, I'm gonna take Leon. I think his defensive wrestling, especially along the cage, will be good enough to defend off most of the takedowns. He's gonna get taken down. Like Belal's relentless.
Yeah,
like, he has very good cardio, but Leon has good cardio as well. But I think Belal's it's gonna start off like the first fight.
You know what, man? Like I think it took Colby. I'm pretty sure it took him like 4 rounds to eventually get the takedown on Leon. So, but Jalal. Sorry, Belal. He's looking pretty jacked, bro. This guy's looking in shape, man. You know what I mean? So, and if you just go based off his last few fights, Belal's been like just manhandling people. Like manhandled Gilbert Burns, manhandled Wonder Boy. He knocked out Sean Brady. What was his last fight? Do you know?
Belal's?
Yeah. What was the last guy he fought?
The last guy he fought was Gilbert Burns.
Oh, it was?
Remember that short notice fight?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And he manhandled Burns, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with Leon Edwards. I think like he's at his prime, and if he's at his prime,
yeah,
and he's gotten bigger over the years as well. Like he's way muscular, like right, and I think like that's gonna help him in this fight as well, because that was 2021, right? His body is different looking, but Lau's body looks very similar, but Leon looks bigger. Like they put up these pictures online about Leon a couple of years ago, and now it's like you could tell like he's way more muscular.
But remember. You gotta remember, this guy's got a lot more weight now. True. I think that shit.
But he has the the fight dietitian.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Yeah.
I don't think he's had much trouble with him.
You know, like it depends on how. So it depends on how big of the money, like the big of the money line is, like the difference. Like if Belal's like a 3-1 underdog, I think I'd actually fire on that. Because like you could win, you know what I mean? Like you 3x your cash, right?
Well, he's plus 185.
Oh really? So it's close.
Yeah, Belal's
what's Leon like
minus
1.9?
225.
Oh, minus 225. So it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's not too crazy because
the money line. Yeah,
because people are not the people who make the odds, they're not stupid like they were 10, 15 years ago, right? I heard that's when you made money.
Yeah.
It's because these fucking dudes was just so dumb. They didn't know nothing about the sport.
Dude, not the UFC that just passed 2 weekends ago. Yeah. I had a 4-leg parlay picked, and I just like I got scatterbrained and I didn't fire on it, man, and it would have hit and I would have won I think like 20x my cash. Wow. I just had there were some good underdogs on there.